Or you
Okay,
could just do like
let's go.
a survival check to also
Let's
see if
do
you
it.
can.
Does this count as mountains?
No, this is
Well,
straight
sad.
flat
We're
town
not
area.
passing through mine.
Yeah. Yeah, Miles, based on everything that Miniar explains, you can discern, along with having a garden right next to you and seeing a greenish square, you can kind of discern on where you're at,
But
I'll
that's a
say.
garden, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
some sort of botanical garden.
Okie dokie. Yeah, what is growing here?
You look and it just looks like normal shrubs.
I assume Zaminyar is gonna tell me.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but yeah, like what? Is it just some shrubs?
You're walking around this place and you see like it's almost kind of like a maze on how you have like the archways of some some shrubbery walls, and there's a lot of benches, just like random little benches you can sit on. There's a few couple little sets of stairs, and then there's this big statue that kind of sits in one of the corners. And it's just a statue. Ironically, says
Trust.
James Sunderland on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a statue of a man wearing a coat and has pants, and he's holding a piece of wood with nails in it in this statue of his. So, yeah. And you see that, but or that it just looks like it's shrubs and maybe some flowers, but they're all in dormant right now.
Uh,
You do see a sign for this garden, which is named Swan Park.
I think I've heard of that. I haven't heard of it.
there's a Swan Park in Toledo.
No, no, I'm sure
Oh,
there's a
Creek.
Swan Park in the Land of Egg.
It's great.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to this building we were headed towards.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, guys gonna walk on down to it, and you see a gate that you can open. You walk in, and then you see a couple doors, but you see only one that's really good for entering. And Winslow, do you put the key in?
Yes.
Fantastic. You get inside the West Block apartments, and bear with me while I look at you guys. Oh no! I just needed this. Thank you. All right. You guys get to see this in theory.
Well, this looks nightmarish.
Oh yeah.
Why do I feel like I'm playing Mr. Game Watch?
We're in Scooby Doo. One of us goes in one door and comes out the other door.
Not yet.
How
But
would how
you
would
see
how would architecture ever reach this point from what we have in our
Oh, yeah.
time?
it looks very dull in comparison to what you guys have, but it is sophisticated nonetheless.
It's marvelous in its outward appearance, the height, but inside is so drab.
hmm And right in this front doorway here, or the first door that you guys come across, you see a little tag that says, I want to make sure I'm actually on it this time. Oh, son of a bloody biscuit. It says office. You guys can write it in for your own selves and take your own note. It says office. Do
Which
you
side?
guys go
Where at?
right here?
Hey, Lucy.
There is a text option, by the way, as well. Third
That's
down.
for noobs.
Okay. Yes, the off ice. Do do you all choose to go into said office?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what does
Haribo turns to everyone and goes, "What are these?"
What are those?
Yeah, he does not know offices, he does not know apartments. These are all very foreign to him.
Oh yeah,
I don't know either.
But
to be
wouldn't they
honest.
be foreign to all of us?
Quite
exactly. Well, an office wouldn't be. You guys have been in offices.
right. Yes.
But I
Harold
thought-
had one.
Yeah.
I'm sure the term apartment has existed for quite some time too, before the translation to modern day buildings, but
Flats. Then they were called flats.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys wanna the first door you see at least, if you wanna go in there.
Actually, called rooms. Or chambers. Oh, Izzy, give it a break.
Alright. So
Sorry.
you guys
Yeah.
go into the office.
Sure.
Alrighty. And in this room, you guys see. One moment, I want to make sure I find the right map. Where did it go? Homie, where did. Am I blind? No. Yes, I am. You guys
you
walk
checked
into
your-
an office setting. And you
Ew.
see pretty much almost exactly this, except for it is missing a now skeletal remains, just like sitting in the desk chair in the back left of the room. And can you all roll a perception check for me as well?
Yeah.
Somehow you all see it.
Hold on, I
And
didn't
even
even roll
zero?
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's very obvious. I'll say.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'll say it's very obvious because behind, through these windows that you see in reality what you would see is a fence, and on that fence you see a body that is not decomposed. Well, kind of decomposed, but not fully skeletal. Just spiked, kind of just on the fence that is spiked of a sorts, and its head is tilted right into the window. So looking right at you guys, you see a body on the fence.
The vampire would
Oh.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's moving. Is that wrong of me?
Oh no, he's staying still.
Oh, good.
He's just
He did.
that's where he landed.
Oh, good.
And
Mm.
do you guys want to look around?
Well, does it look like he fell from a higher level, like from this building?
I would say so, yes. I would say that is a fair assessment.
Okay, well, let's look around for some names, because the map mentioned a name, right? There was a name on the map.
I'll give you a map of the town, but
Or
I
I
gave
guess
you the key here.
the note that Winslow had.
Yeah. Well, it said I'm going to go to the next lead, the West Block Apartments. If I don't return, please send this letter into Fly to Scribbles.
Scribbles. Fly to Scribbles, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Bingo bongo.
I'll examine the desk that Mr. Skeleton is sitting at if you guys want to look upstairs, search around.
You could search around the office as well.
I'd
I
like
need
to
to
search
split it.
around the office since it's very messy.
Absolutely. Alrighty.
going to as well. I just am blind and can't find it. Oh, there it is. And I do terribly.
Mm-hmm.
Any bugs or anything, mice in the office since it's so messy? And this guy's
No.
probably been dead for a minute.
You can definitely look and see.
It's
Okay.
funny because you wouldn't want to talk to anything here. Ever.
Maybe.
Nope, you don't see any animals. None alive, at least.
Oh, poopy.
And Winslow, you find, well, scavenging about maybe on the desk next to him. And Miles, you see a notebook as well. You and Winslow kind of find it at the same time. And you see a fun. Ooh, forgot that's the name that I used. Oopsie. But you find a notebook that seems to have what is labeled as tenant notes. And I will put this all in your journals so you can read it out
Okay.
loud. So, there you go.
October 1st of a year, let's say it's year 40. That's how Roman numerals work, right? Today received a call from room 202 complaining about Miss Apple in room 205, stating an awful smell coming from the room. Sent maintenance to room, found out Miss Apple was attempting to make a new meal with some ingredients, along with many tenants on the third floor complaining about room 304 and the loud banging at night. Unable to get in contact with the tenant for 3 days now, giving 2 more days before going to the police and entering the room to check on the tenant. October 6th. While still unable to contact or find tenant for 304, neighbors are still complaining about the noise from that room. Maintenance has also left a list of rooms I am needing to get new keys for. I left the list in his office to revise, as some of them were giving room numbers we do not have in this building, but in the old building for East Flock Apartments across town. Tenant 101 was searching for his keys again, stating he lost them when visiting a friend on the second floor. Told him to attempt to contact the friend, but he stated that it was the tenant who recently died and could not get into the apartment. I forgot to put in to clean the apartment 207. I'm sure they will find the key when they clean it up. Making a sticky note to give key back to 101 when 207 is clean. That's a lot of numbers. Oh, this goes on for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
October 8th. Tenants on third floor are no longer complaining about noise. Many of the tenants on the third floor have not been seen for the past 2 days. Maintenance attempted to open the third floor stairwell door, but it was locked. He is still looking for the key. Not sure on what his last work order was before this incident, but unable to get the door open. October 9th. 6th, 8th, 9th, 12th, 14th. October 9th. Maintenance has yet to get the third floor door open. Our front door is locked also, and from the window I can see tenants piling furniture outside the door. We cannot get out. Tenants are panicking and jumping from the windows to get out of the buildings. I think I just saw Sam from 209 jump out the window and land on the fence. I watched him die on the spiked fence. His eyes now just stare at me as I never put blinds up or have anything to cover the window. I am scared. October 12th. We blocked off the stairwell with shelving to keep the tenants from coming down here. I don't know what they are doing up there, but we are just hearing running up and down the halls. October 14th. They sent us a letter today, the tenants. They said they fixed the lock on the third story. Maintenance went to look and has not returned yet. But I heard shouting and crying, then a thud outside. I don't think he is going to be coming back. October 15th. Tenant 102 has told me that I need to leave this room, but I cannot leave Sam here alone. He is the only one helping me through this. Wait, Sam. The same Sam who jumped out the... Oh, well, okay. He is the only one who helping me through this. Tenants on the first floor have gone out their windows. I saw them run past Sam. I will stay here for Sam's sake. October 16th. Sam.
I was waiting to see if you're gonna go.
Okay.
Continue.
Oh, that's you had a son, Sam. The rest of the page is missing.
And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Sam had a son while dying on the post.
Before we get far too into this, we will end tonight's session here. It's like a good cliffhanger, if any. So, welcome to the new arc.
The new arc. The Silent Hill arc.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm terrified of things that we might see. I mean, I know a human, like, for the most part, humans have beaten the monsters in there, but we're used to magic and stuff, and I think Winslow's going to be our, like, saving grace right now.
He might.
Yeah.
He might.
Winslow's
do you mean?
hero.
I have like 2 knives.
Winslow's time to shine.
Actually, I have like 4 knives and a big stick.
Yes,
Okay.
but Winslow has an axe and is actually physically strong.
I'm not sure what you're implying.
I've implied that half of our strength, 3/4 of our strengths are in things we can't use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe some of us, myself included.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for coming, and cannot wait until next time. I believe that will be the 29th of March.